Your last album 2 years ago. How do you look back on it?
I mean, I guess it did more things than I imagined. I wanted to continue progressing our way of structuring songs in a more straight to the point way. I don't think that...
Why?
Because I think it's a problem in general in extreme metal music that things get clouded. It's almost like someone saying like, oh, we got some ice cream here, let's add some cream on it on top. And you're like, it's kind of like the same way with my food. I always say, like, if you had to add tons of spice, there's maybe something wrong with the main ingredient, the quality of it. And I often feel that having just jammed with some musicians with same background as I have in Black Death thrash metal, that we've just been having fun with a part and it's really powerful, and then they start just clouding it. I'm like, well, what are you doing? It's losing its whole intent. Yeah. And then I realized that, wow, it just seems natural for them to cloud it just because you can. But then I started...
Choices limit you, maybe.
Exactly, and I felt that we could maybe sit down and think. I tried to sit down and think more like... I remember actually having a couple of drives in my car, also sitting in my couch at home, just thinking, what is it that excites me the most as a fan? Just music fan, because I'm that too. I'm not only an artist, I'm also, just an avid music fan with thousands of records. And then I'm just thinking like, God, I love really good choruses and those memorable hook-like riffs. And I said, that's what I'm gonna write. And then for an approach like that, I wanted a really stripped down sound, and went through different people that I wanted to get together with for the mixing of the album, and ended up on Mike Fraser, which I thought could be somewhat suitable for his work, given that he had mixed stuff for Metallica and AC/DC and like bands like that. So we did that, and that created a quite like dry, very, what should I say, like no ornaments sound. And I didn't want it to be like high-tech produced. I just wanted to be kind of like feeling like being in the room with the band. So it was sort of low fidelity, but really well done lo-fi. And the songs live turn out to be much more powerful than I ever imagined. And that also redefined a little bit of our approach to playing live, through thinking that we need to leave the perfectionist a little bit behind and start aiming more for an approach where we look upon playing live as entertainment, because we got these extremely powerful songs that, it's not going to be like one big clusterfuck of stuff going on that we need to get right. It's just delivering that natural power that lies in the song with enthusiasm and extrovert energy instead of introvert, sophisticated. We did. So once we got to that point, it was like a sigh of relief as far as playing live. No more, irritating myself to death over all these things with sound engineers saying like, oh man, I know what you're trying to do to balance this part, but with this room, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And now we always try to make the most out of it, and we are actually quite known for having really good sound live. But still, there's always this thing, like once you get to the point where you realize that it's not like in the studio where you can sit and go back and forth to get it just perfect. You just have to go for a different kind of energy. Then that's when I went from enjoying the occasional show to enjoying it all the time.
But that was the difference that occurred while recording and touring the previous.
It was pretty much as we started touring it.
Yeah.
It happened.